So I got 4 rows of dimes. I was gonna wait till I take separate, but this row, something funny going on with it. See how it's sticking out? So I think I got a foreign coin, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and hunt these dimes real fast. We're going to edge hunt first, looking for silver, then I'm going to pause it, and then I'll go back and look at each time. If I find something interesting, bring y'all back in. If not, looks like the only find we're going to may have is going to be this foreign coin. I'm trying to get to it right now. Whoa! Found a mercury dime. I actually just found a mercury dime in a row. Holy cow. I'm trying to come and show y'all. This is what I just pulled out of the roll, y'all. Look. Look at this. 1944. So, we have a mint mark. It's worn pretty good. And we have a Denver. Okay. We got our first silver of the year on the board. Found a 44 mercury dime. Wow. Yep, there's definitely a foreign coin because the dimes will not come out. So I have to rip the... I had y'all watching this. Because I was going to just see what the foreign coin was. Then edge hunt. So I'm curious. What else is in this row? Look, we got a Lincoln cent. That's stuck to a dime. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The foreign coins of Lincoln cent. 2015 Denver. We got a dime. I don't have a mat out yet. Shit. God dog it. So we got silver on the board. Hallelujah. So in the edge hunt, you look at the edges, looking for silver. I was not expecting that. So that's what silver looks. You know what? I don't have enough light on because I was getting a glare on. There we go. And you see this. You can see the mercury dime right there. Yes, I got not corporate toner, but I do have. I got tendonitis in my left arm. Huh. So we got 1 silver on the board. Now I have to search every one of these dimes. Looking for 2024 dimes, 2009 dimes. Usually I do, because you usually find more varieties on Phillies. I put all the Denvers on one side and the Phillies on another side. 67. Nothing really to look at on 4 and 67. 96 Philly. See where the die's starting to wear out. I want to know how to get the peanut dime wrapper. I really do. I'm here looking for die chips and stuff. That's a 96. 2015 Denver. Sometimes you find rim clash where it looks like you got an extra rated edge on the dimes. Looking also for 68, 69, 70, the reverse. We used the FS901 where they used the proof die reverses on business strikes. And apparently they used some, I learned this today, they actually used some business strikes on proof dies. So, 20 Philly. Your die chips in the hair. The lip crease, the nasal crease right there in the middle. Yes, I got this on a smaller monitor versus the big monitor. So we got base of the torch of the bottom band right there. I don't want to be writing on my screen. To Denver. Okay, Denver. This is, for me, I can hunt a lot faster than the edge hunt because of my eyes. Nice and clean. Philly. Maybe a little something. No, looks like dirt. It could be a little die chip right there. Got one on the leaf. I ain't too worried about that. Once again, base of the band right there. Let's put that in a tray. .319 Denver. 2016 Philly. Yeah, die chips all over Roosevelt. Look like you got acne. Got a lot of junk on it. Gunk and junk. .2004 Denver. I got 4 rows of dimes. It ain't gonna take me long to go through these. You can do these faster than do pennies. May clean some of this junk off using a toothpick. Denver. Yeah, when that dime fell out, I saw the back of that Mercury dime and knew exactly what it was. Cool if I was to find a Roosevelt silver dime. The boy found 1 Roosevelt dime and found 3 Mercury dimes. Roll hunting. For the last 3 years now. That was all damage. Some Philly. I don't really see much die chips and stuff on pre-2000 dimes like I do on these. I mean, like I do on the 2000 and above years. More or less, more like in the, since, I don't know, say 2008. That's a strange damage. That's post-mint damage. I'm not worried about it. Post-mint damage. See, I almost went live with these tonight because I got some. Don't worry about that. It's okay. He's going above the eyebrow, dye chip, the lip crease. Post mint. Philly. Usually on the FS 901, so you usually find about 4 or 5 of those of each of the 1970s. So you usually get one Denver and one Philly. Three. Actually, I looked for 24. I've only found one 24 dime. That's back in last summer when I went to North Louisiana. Got one out of Walmart, and that's been it. I find more nickels than I do dimes. They made more dimes than they did than nickels, especially the Denver. $77. $65. First year of the clad, and you can see the cloud layers. Supposedly a few got hit with silver, but I forget how many they said were known to exist. Yeah, I'm gonna get a cleaning job from me. But by cleaning, I mean I use a toothpick to scrape all the crud off. Okay. Got it short of 9 cents, so we got a $2 dime. See if I can do this. Hold on 1 second. Let's just leave it up there. See if we get lucky again. The one thing's been a while since I found the Canadian dime. $67. Got some damage done to it. That one's got, oh, that's the parking lot. I got them parking lot coins. I picked enough up in McDonald's working there back in the day. 69 Denver. Do we get the reverse? And I'm going to have to use my loop on this one. I don't see it. I think we did find it. In the Trace Pickers guidebook. I'm going to pause it while I look this up. Okay, actually didn't kill the video feed, did not realize it. That 69 was not the one I was looking for. But here we got a more modern 2020 Philly, and we have a die chip at the juncture of the olive branch, which is right there. .70 Denver. It's so shot I wouldn't be able to tell. They're really cool looking. They're in pristine condition. They're included in a whole row of Mercury dimes. $79. Definitely checking all the shiny ones. I ain't seen 2025 dimes. Start finding a few of the pennies. Lincoln cents. We don't make pennies, we make cents. Little die chip right there. I'm not going to worry about it. That's post-mint damage. One Philly. These are customer wrapped, so that's how that dime came in to be. The machines would have rejected that dime. A few little minor die chips. Just two areas here and here. The die chip in the hair. Boom, boom. Right there. Don't worry about it, it's not 2016 Denver. What's cool is when you find the die chips and you see the die cracks tying them all together. 96. Just gonna eat my supper. Y'all seeing a live hunt. You know it's gonna be recorded. I'm just checking dates. And if I see die chips, I would check it out. Got one right there in the lip crease. So that's what I call that. Post-mint damage on the bridge of the nose. Oh, look at that die chip on that oak leaf. So here we got some nice sized die chips. For a little dime, this is major, minor. I was starting to break down right there. Got a die chip there. Die chips here, here, here. Of course, that major one there. So far, the dies I've been keeping besides that mercury are the die chip ones. Occasionally, you find something on the dimmer. Occasionally, not often. I'll show y'all what I do with the toothpick. I thought how my toothpick's at. I want to see my toothpicks. I have them up here. Here's one I can use. Here's the second one. You say don't clean them, but when they're this grungy, that's what I mean by cleaning them. Get the funky junky. And sometimes if it's really tough, it's the gum, I will stick it into 9% rubbing alcohol to loosen up the crud. Post-mint damage. Post-mint damage not even worth the time to look at for anything. Oh, 2014. God dog it. I do have 2 mint cents for 2024. So when I gotta break apart and come to $1. Philly, 2007 Philly, I mean. Now, newer coins, if you look right, you can find full bands, even on Philadelphia dies. He's got die chips all in his head. I get a dime tube for these. So I went to look at cars today. Monday at work, my own business drawing. We heard a loud commotion Monday morning about 11:19. A certain person drove through the intersection and T-boned my parked car and totaled it. So now I gotta wait 3 to 4 weeks to get another car. Yeah. She's saying that brake lights came on, and I think she moved my car full 9 feet over. So this has not been a good end of the year, beginning of the year for me, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'll be back in my house. Trying to restock up supplies in the refrigerator. You know, I started eating all the canned goods I would have used in soups over the winter time. So basically, I stock up on canned goods during the spring for hurricane season, and they stay there except for kidney beans. Constantly makes up kidney beans, soups, chilies, that kind of stuff. See, I haven't done a Google account. I decided if I wanted to try to do cooking stuff, whatever. And how I cook stuff, prep stuff, and all that. Okay, let's put these up. The one thing that I found a long time has been a Canadian dime. You see slightly off-center strikes, or misaligned die strikes, where the one side looks like it's slightly off-center and the reverse, and the other side isn't. Well, those areas becoming a little bit more popular on eBay. And next week, I'm getting a box of nickels. I still have a box plus a few rows of pennies left. Tomorrow night, probably live hunt into the wee hours of the morning once I get in from what I do on Friday nights. I'm also looking for any type of tone-looking coins. Yeah. See if that's tone or is that just junk? That's just junk. I don't want to clean that one off. That's just junk, and more junk. So the last Mercury dime I got in a row was probably last year about the same time from a different branch of the bank that I go to. And just like this, that's for 4 rows of rows of dimes, and there's a Mercury dime in the middle of a row. 2019 Philly. Still no 2009s or 2004s. 70D, did we get the FS 901? I'll be pushing to say yes. See, one value there, there's like the other one there, it's pushing it. I'm not going to worry about it. Probably is, it's just so worn out, I'm not going to say yes or no. But more likely, I'm just going to say no, it's not it. See, the original die is supposed to have one channel that stops here, second channel that stops here. That's what this one is. 901, it stops here, there's nothing down here. Since then, they've gone back, they've changed the design of the flame up where it has those on both the proof and business strikes, so you don't have that error. I noticed over the years that flame, the gouges, you love for different sizes, varieties, styles. They change up a little bit here and there. There are some double dies on those coins, but these are so well shot, it's gonna be hard to identify the doubling. Now, if they would come out a mint package, yes. This is post-mint damage. It'd been cool if there'd been a whole row of silver dimes. See, this is... Ah, shit, God dog it. This is what the original... See, this one is the 901 stops here and here. But this is a 1980. Then they changed the flames up a little bit a few years later. 1980 Philly, the first year they put the mint mark on the dime. On the Philly dimes and the quarters and nickels. Never on the penny. I see people still advertise no mint mark. It's not supposed to have a mint mark on the penny until 2017. And that's the only year they put the mint mark was 2017. There's a nice little die chip there. Got some damage on there. You're going to find a crazy toned up coin. Try to find a edge clash. Usually I find a few of those, even 4 rows I find a few of those, but not now. See, this is when they strengthened the P mint markup, was 1991. You should find the Philadelphia mint mark and the Denver mint mark are filled in. They made them a little bit more thicker, more durable. Actually, tomorrow I gotta come in and get set for my show and whatnot. I do sell on the platform. Tomorrow it's gonna be Saturday at noon. I'll put a link in the description. Actually, there's gonna be a link in the nickel video I made last night. I'm ready to post here very shortly. Maybe I have post this up too. $67. See, that band's intact, but that one's smushed in. Now, if the bands are not smushed in and the torch looks okay, you can get what they call full torch, which means the whole body's perfect. A little bit touching there and there, so that disqualifies this one. The bottom band looks okay. It's always one or the other. And the Mercury Diamond B was AG3. Could push it to a G4, but I'm calling it AG3. Okay, one more row left. No else. That's a cool find. I'm missing a penny mat and a nickel mat. The oven I need to clean. Last one. Can't get a date off of that one. 2000 something. Go to Denver's again. This could be a 2009 dime. '74, year before the bicentennial coins came out. As you know, they're going to redo design for next year for the 250th anniversary of the United States. Okay, let's put it that way. If I make it to the 300th birthday, I'd be 100 and something years old. I don't think that's going to happen. Be nice to see it. Hopefully by then I have some great grandkids. Wish my kids get married, give me some grandkids so I can teach them about coin collecting. A little bit, I'll be going live. BU row of coins from a place called coinstv.com. I got that roll in. I want to do a live hunt. Did not tell them who I was or anything like that. I ordered a roll. Now, here's a question. This is a grease strike through. But it's also die deterioration. That metal's moved. It should be right there. See how it's moved down? That's die deterioration. Here we got some die chips in the hair. What I'll do is, after I do this, I'll flip the camera facing down. We'll go through everything that we found here. 23 minutes, almost got 4 rows done. Ooh, gross. Sorry. Doctor gave me some medication to help with the swelling of my tendonitis, and it knocked me out cold. I slept, God, 10 hours straight. So I won't be taking it tonight. I'll be taking it this weekend. Another thing I'm trying to come up with is $15,000 to get 2 trees taken out of my backyard. You got to take one out to get to the one that caused damage to my house. One was a red oak. That one was a water oak. So I thought the water oak would die way before the red oak did, but it didn't. I want to say the red oak's probably over 100 years old. It's about 90-something feet tall. I think the red oak is the tallest of the oak trees. Sorry for y'all yawning. Whoa. It's been a long time since I have found a foreign dime in the rolls. I gotta put these these rows back together with my son. Where he works at, and you usually need coins. There we go. We got a little die chip in the 3. That's the first time I've seen a die chip on the 3. 23 Philly. Oh, I'll keep that one. Some stuff going on the face. Gunk. Okay. Do that later. Oh, first rim clash in 1982 on a 1981 dime. Our neighborhood had a spring fair at the local middle school, and we had a coin dealer there, and I asked him to look at it. He told me it was a rim clash. It looks like we're going to run out of silver. 66. Getting to the end. Three Denver, still no 2009. Should get a 2009. Oh well. So, I'm going to do the wrap up here in just a second. Okay, that's it. Okay. I'll stop it so I can change all this around so we can do a wrap up. So I'm sorry I don't have a mat. I know I can. Oh, wait. Where did that? Wait a minute. Was there 2 mercury dimes? Heck, I had a second mercury dime that went underneath. I didn't even see it. 1937, mercury dime. So we had 2 dimes in a row. Oh, yeah. So I want to take some junk off of this, too. That's dry glue. Somebody glued this into an album. I'll be dang. 2 mercury dimes. I guess it slid underneath there. I didn't see it go. You got 2 silvers on the hunt. Let me pause this. So actually, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to set them out into a tray. Now we fix up my supper. Okay, this is part 3. Quick video wrap up. We got 2 silver dimes, a 37 and 44 Denver. We got 8 dimes with die chips all on them. I'm not going to go through them all, but that's what we found in 4 rows of dimes. Thank you all for those who watched this video. Share, subscribe, like, leave a comment. So yeah, so I'm up to 2 silver nickels and 2 silver dimes for the year. I have to give me a jar and put these things in a jar like everybody else does. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So y'all have a good evening, and catch y'all on the next video. And remember, always check both sides of the coins. As you saw, you never know what you're going to find. Y'all have a good evening.